Want to show you something. This video right here, 9.4 million views, still getting views every single month, and since it was published, it's made $3,211. Now this video, the direct sequel, same series, same content, same everything, 768,000 views, made $1,735. Do the math. The sequel has 1/12 of the views, but has already made more than half of what the original made in its lifetime. I'm not here to rant, but it seems to me YouTube has been stealing from me. I'm going to show you the data, show you what YouTube support told me, and let you decide. For people who don't know me, I'm Crank Lucas. I've been on YouTube since around 2012. I make hip-hop comedy skits and rapper impressions. I have 861,000 subscribers. I grew up in the DMV, which is DC, Maryland, Virginia. And I've been doing this long enough to know what my channel looks like when it's healthy and what it looks like when something is wrong. My best content, the stuff people love, is rapper impressions and studio engineer skits. And for years, that content worked. The algorithm pushed it, people found it, the channel grew. Then around 2022, something changed. Not the content, not the quality, not my consistency. Something on YouTube's end changed. And I've spent years trying to understand what happened and get somebody at YouTube to explain it to me. Tonight, I finally got an answer. And the answer was nothing. They couldn't explain it to me. So I'm bringing it to you. Let me show you the specific evidence. I have a series of videos called Rapping on Different Drugs, and the main one that we're talking about is actually called Rapping on Different Substances, but the concept is simple. I rap in different styles while pretending to be on different substances. It's comedy. It's clearly labeled as such. Here's every video in the series and what it earned. Now, the very first one, I covered weed, coke, perks. Rapping on Different Drugs Part 1, 2.5 million views, $4,344 in revenue with an RPM of $1.72. And RPM is revenue per mil, which is the amount of money that creators make for every 1,000 views that we get on our videos. Rapping on Different Drugs Part 2, lean, crack, heroin, 420,000 views, $594. $1.41 RPM. On part 3, I cover alcohol, caffeine, and fentanyl. That got 152,000 views, $209 revenue, $1.38 RPM. And these RPMs are mostly low because these videos are so short. YouTube values longer videos, and most of mine, especially as music-wise, is like a minute and a half to maybe 3 minutes because I ain't making no 8-minute long songs. And finally, part 4 made 96,700 views, $156.81 with an RPM of $1.62. Okay? All of those videos fully monetized. They got the green icon, normal RPM, no issues. Now here's the one with the issue. Rapping on 12 different substances, which was originally called Drug, but I changed the title to Substances. And this video is literally just all 4 of these shorter videos compiled into one. Same clips, same performances, same content. 9.4 million views, $3,200 lifetime, RPM of 34 cents. And its sequel, Rapping on 12 Different Substances Part 2, same series, same concept, 768,000 views, $17.35 revenue made, RPM of $2.26. The sequel is earning 6.6 times more per 1,000 views than the original on the same channel in the same series with the same audience. And here's what makes this undeniable. Both videos show a green monetization icon in YouTube Studio, not yellow, not red, green, meaning YouTube's own system says this video is fully monetized. So where's my money? Well, I actually had a conversation with YouTube Creator Support, and I'm going to walk you through it so you see exactly how the system is designed. And just so you know, my album, My Time, is available now on all streaming music platforms, but My Time 2.0 is on the way soon. Let's go. Okay, so here's the conversation. I joined this conversation about 6:45 on May 21st, 6:45 p.m., so it would have been 9:45 my time. It was a little bit late. They come up, I'm talking to Lee. Here goes the case number and everything. He says, can you tell me more about your concern? I said, I'm requesting a specific explanation for the revenue discrepancy on video, and the link is the 12 Substances video. This video has 9.4 million views and an RPM of 34 cents. The sequel to this exact video, same series, same content, same drug references, has an RPM of $2.26. You can view it here. Other videos on my channel with drug-related titles and content are fully monetized at $1.38 to $2.76 RPM. I need to know what specific policy was applied to this video that was not applied to these other videos. So here goes the long train of responses that they get. Thanks for bringing this to attention. We understand that this is blah, 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 blah. I know how important this is to you. Let me check this out. All the annoying stuff. I need companies to have the option to like unimplement that, because this is kind of like really passive and just a bunch of fluff. So the main concern is this video. Yes, I said the sequel is much higher RPM. Also, this video is a full collection of 4 shorter videos that all have a higher RPM. So he says, okay, give me a second. And he comes back. Hold on, let me delete this real quick because I don't want to confuse it. He comes back. He says, I investigated your channel and both of the videos and found that the estimated earnings are in line with the performance of your channel in terms of views and watch time. Bullshit, right? I said that doesn't answer my question. I'm not asking about overall channel performances. I'm asking why this specific video has an RPM of 34 cents while its direct sequel has $2.26. These two should perform similarly. Can you tell me what is specifically different about the monetization settings on video ID versus video ID? I understand your point. Yes, I checked that. Let me explain further. It is normal for estimated earnings in YouTube analytics to fluctuate day to day and even throughout the month as well. That's not a fluctuation. That is not a fluctuation. That's 6.6 times the amount that its predecessor is making. If your video is viewed 10 times and those 8 views contain ads, you would have 10 views per. So because RPM is lower than CPM, because RPM blah, 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 blah. Y'all can read this for yourself. So this person is explaining to a creator with 861,000 subscribers how RPM and ads work on YouTube when I've been creating content for 10 goddamn years. I said, I understand how RPM works. My question was not about daily fluctuations or date ranges. The video, specifically blank, has a lifetime RPM of 34 cents across 9.4 million views since it was published in September 2024. That is not a fluctuation. The sequel has an RPM of $2.26. Both figures are lifetime, same date range, same metric. Can you tell me specifically why the lifetime RPM on the original is 85% lower than the sequel? If you cannot answer that, I need this escalated to somebody who can. As a black man in America, it is satisfying sometimes to pull out the Karen card. I ain't gonna hold you. And I don't even think it's being a Karen when you say you want to escalate it to somebody above. You know, being a Karen is like just unnecessary. But sometimes, as soon as they say, hello, welcome to T-Mobile, escalate. Let me talk to somebody above you. Shit, nowadays, you got to tell them to let you talk to a human being. Yeah, these AI chatbots would be the one you talking to, and they charge you to talk to a regular person. But anyway, let me get back to this conversation. So they keep giving me a bunch of fluff. And like I said, y'all can pause this and read it for yourself. I keep telling them to escalate it. So after he keeps saying all this bullshit, I just asked another specific question. Are ads turned off for this video? Yes or no? And I still need a case number for this conversation. I understand it would be helpful if I transfer your concern to our team supervisor. We could take a second look. I said, yes, please. So now Lee puts me on with Claire. And Claire is supposed to be a human being. This is supposed to be an actual human reviewer, somebody that you talk to that says, okay, I'm actually going to look at this. Not just somebody who's giving a bunch of canned responses, but an actual person who's actually going to review this. Claire came on, said, give me a few minutes to look at your interaction. I've read your previous interaction. Let me check this on my end. She said that it's 7:22, 7:30. She hits me back. I'm like, take your time. Looks like I have something missing here because I don't know. Yeah, I think the time. So I think one of these slides got missed. But basically, she took 15 minutes to come back and tell me a bunch of bullshit about the different factors that goes into how the RPM is calculated and everything. I mean, she basically said like everything is in alignment with your channel. That was the response. I said, I understand all of these factors, but those factors apply equally to both videos since they are the same content, same audience, same traffic sources. The only variable is the video itself. Is there a technical team or a higher escalation path beyond this chat that it can investigate why this specific video ID is treated differently? I would also like a case number for this conversation. Advertisers pay different amounts for different ads, and explain this shit to me that anybody who's been on YouTube for over a year knows. I'm like, Claire, I hear you, but none of this explains the specific discrepancy. I'm not going to get the answer I need through this chat. Can you please provide a case number for this conversation before we close? And the bottom line was she sent me a link to an article to read and said, we can no longer investigate this any further. So this is the response that I got from YouTube Creator Support when I asked them a very specific question, why the video that just so happens to be the most watched video on my channel that has 4 plus 1 plus another 4 because I did the part 2 plus the part 2. So 9 other videos doing the same exact thing, same exact references, same exact concept, same exact audience, same exact metrics is getting paid way less. And they didn't tell me nothing. This is the bullshit I be talking about. I want to be clear about something. The 12 substances video is not the whole story. It's just the most obvious example because it's my biggest video with 9.4 million views, completely original content. And when it finally went viral, when I finally had a breakout moment that creators work years for, they found a reason not to pay me for it. That's the pattern, not just with this video, but every time there's real traction on this channel, something pulls it back. Monetization gets suppressed, views get suppressed, strikes appear on content I've been making for years with no issue. And now I have fans in my comments telling me YouTube unsubscribed them from my channel without them doing it. People who have watched me for years, who actively look for my content, suddenly stop seeing me, not because they left, but because the platform quietly removed them. I can't tell you exactly why this is happening. What I can tell you is that I'm not the only creator this is happening to. There are other creators, and I'm going to be careful here because I can only speak for myself, who have noticed similar patterns: suppressed distribution, inconsistent enforcement, a support system that responds to specific data with generic explanations and calls it investigated. I invented this genre of content. I invented this specific lane in this space. There's nobody doing exactly what I do to compare myself to directly. So I can't make claims that I'm being targeted in this particular niche, but I'm so unique in this niche that this is all I have to go off of. What I can tell you is that I noticed that a lot of Black creators also go through this, especially Black creators who are more like me in the entertainment sector. So I'll let you draw your own conclusions with the data that I gave you. But what do I want? It's simple: consistency, transparency, and for YouTube to actually answer the question that I asked, not explain to me how RPM works, which is very insulting, but tell me specifically why the 12 Substances original earns 34-cent lifetime while the sequel earns $2.26. Case number 6-96440000411273 is on record. That's their official answer. I'll let you decide if that's good enough. In closing, I want you to let me know that if you have been seeing my channel, or if you feel like I've been suppressed, or if any of your favorite creators have been suppressed, if you're a creator yourself, if you've noticed that you've been suppressed, remember, cranklucas.com, my website for all my beats, merch, music, live music submission reviews, and also my book, My Viral Blueprint, How I Even Built My Platform in the First Place, is available on Amazon and Kindle. Make sure y'all go get that. Drop a comment below, and if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel. I'll holler at y'all. Peace.
Don't you worry about my allergies. Woo, woo. I got $100 bills right beside me. Him on coke, then the Cowboys in the 90s. Woo. I'm geeking, that drip hit my throat. You sure it's just some coke, or did you lace with both?